It's out. Guys! Come on, guys! We said we would use our powers for good. And all you guys are gonna do is spoil yourselves? I thought better of you. God. Guys. Time Traveler Riot. Guys, come on. Alright. For anyone who hasn't yet spoiled themselves. Stick with me, brothers. It'll feel so much better watching the video first. Okay? I promise you guys. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm saving myself. I'm remaining pure of heart and mind. Okay? I'm not spoiling anyone. I've put those days behind me. I mean, I'm still going to time travel 9 minutes because, let's be honest, that 9 minutes is kind of ridiculous. But I refuse to travel more than 9 minutes at a time. I've got a moral directive. Someone's saving himself for after marriage. Guys, don't spoil me. Any spoilers are gonna get banned in my chat. Okay? We're gonna wait. Like good boys and girls. Okay? We're gonna wait just the right amount of time. Alright, I'm going to make the adjustment. It is now exactly 9 minutes into the future. Guys, no, I don't mean spoilers. Jesus Christ. Guys, I don't mean, I mean in League. God damn it. What the fuck? Oh my god. Obviously I wasn't asking you for spoilers, you fuckers. Normally this is the point of my stream where I pull up my chat on the main screen. Unfortunately, my chat's being naughty right now. And for those of you guys who want to remain pure of heart, I don't really want to corrupt you guys. So I will avoid putting my chat on my main screen so you guys feel safe to look without the possibility of spoilers. She goes whoosh and throws a boomerang, and then she goes wee and makes people go fast, and then she goes veem and blocks spells. See, that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted, guys. All I wanted was to know what Sivir does. Exactly.
Basically 180k.
Sivir reveal. What do we got here? Sivir shares the wealth. Okay.
On the dotted line.
4 mana 5/3. 35 damage to level up to quick attack and spell shield. Yeah, you guys were all saying she had spell shield.
Danger pays. Here's your cut.
Interesting. New keyword, reputation. Activates if allies have struck for 5+ damage at least 4 times this game. At least 4 times this game? That's gonna be kind of hard. Ricochet. 6 mana. Reputation I cost 3. Let me move my fat head so you guys can actually read properly. Deal 1 to a random enemy or the enemy nexus 5 times. Interesting.
Make it worth my while.
This opponent's nuts. That guy just used to troll chant to pop the spell shield. Sandswept Tomb, 5 mana landmark. When allies attack someone attacking Sandstone Charger. Is that a card we've seen? What is Sandstone Charger?
Better duck. Line them up.
Okay, so it's this. 5/2 ephemeral. Okay, so it's got 5 attacks, so it works with this whole reputation thing.
Blade, sand, and treasure. Couldn't ask for more.
Oh! Yo! That's a low-key animation. That one is sick. I actually love that one. That one, oh god, it's like, it's subtle, but that feels so satisfying at the end there. Hang on, let me watch that one more time. That was like, that was tight. It really was.
Sand and treasure. Couldn't ask for more.
Oh, like, that's just, that last second is so satisfying.
Well, hello.
Inner Sanctum, 3 mana landmark, reputation, I cost 0, countdown 1, create 2 relics of yore in hand. What?
Payday. All that glitters is mine.
Relic of yore. Wait, what was that? Shares Sivir's keywords with followers. Wait, what? What? Sorry, I think I was watching the animation too much. I didn't actually see what she did when she leveled up. When I'm attacking allies have my keywords.
Well,
and the relics of yore gave her keywords?
All that glitters is mine.
Oh, that's cool.
Guess who just
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
bonus.
Tarek on Suicide Watch. Did she? Okay, low-key, she is kind of like a potentially quite a bit better Tarek, actually. Well, that's a really good point. Dude. That's actually, that's a little sad. But yeah, she needs to level up. So this is so interesting. This is so interesting. Let's look at all the cards before I kind of like stop to evaluate these. Okay? Because there's a lot going on here. Let me go to Molytics. Oh, look at the reveal. Okay. 35 damage though. Yeah, 35 damage is going to be pretty hard to level up. Pretty hard to level up. Although it does include like the combat damage, right? How much is that actually going to be? 35? Because like Swain is 12 damage from like spells. When you're including combat damage, that might actually happen pretty fast, right? I need to like think about that a bit more, but I don't think it's going to be as slow as it seems. Okay, so Ricochet, we saw that before. Boomerang Blade, an ally strikes the strongest and weakest enemies. It's a 7 mana slow, so it's going to have a hard time being competitive in general. I can definitely imagine board states where this bombs out Fiora. Yeah. There are some Fiora considerations here. Like, it's not impossible, although it's usually just kind of like a worse judgment. Payday, 2 mana, focus, create a lucky find in hand. What's a lucky find? Oh wow, these are all tokens. So wait, is this the same thing as what was it called in this? Something ruined something? Whatever this generated. Relics of Yore. Yeah, okay. So it's they like renamed it or something. So Payday is a 2 mana focus, which is gem speed. You can play it at burst, but not as a response to something. Create a lucky find in hand, and these are all the different lucky find options. And Inner Sanctum generates 2 lucky finds for 3 mana next turn, or it can cost 0 if you've gotten reputation. So reputation is kind of like deep in a way, where it's like it's like an additional mini quest that triggers halfway through the game, and a bunch of the cards in your deck get improved by it, kind of. So all these lucky finds. So this is the initial lucky find. Pick a buff from among 3, and then these ones are the buffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, buff from among 3, and there's 9 options. And it can give you Spell Shield, Challenger, Fearsome, +2, +1/+1, Quick Attack, +2 Health, Tough, or Overwhelm. And you get to see 3 of them, right? Pick a buff from among 3 to grant to an ally. So it shows you 3 of them, and then you get to choose whichever one you want. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, wow. So, oh man, that actually might be usable in other decks. Because some of these are, like, I'm looking at the Spell Shield one. Payday can be like a 2-mana Spell Shield. That's not bad in some kinds of decks. That's not bad at all. Walking Sands. So this is 2-mana slow summon the Sandstone Charger. Oh, and this is the 5/2 ephemeral. Okay, the 5/2 ephemeral. So that means, so I mean, you can't really run this outside of this like 5+ attack deck. I'm thinking the 5/2 ephemeral is not really a great stat line for a 2-mana slow spell, but in this deck trying to do 5+ attack, that's pretty crazy. Sandswept Tomb. When allies attack, that's the one that summons the Chargers, right? Callous Bonecrusher. Wow, there's a lot of cards. Callous Bonecrusher. 4-mana 6/3. Reputation I cost 2. Ooh, that one looks a little awkward. Ruin Runner. 5-mana 6/4. Overwhelm and Spell Shield? What? Wait. This one's not okay. This one, guys, this one is not okay. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? 5-mana 6/4. Overwhelm Spell Shield? Do you guys know how crazy this is in like an Overwhelm deck? What? It's like a 5-mana destroyer? It's like a 5-mana destroyer! Better Darius? It's like a Darius with Spell Shield! Grandfather Rumal? Dude, compare this to Grandfather Rumal! Look at this! It's like a 5-mana Grandfather Rumal! What? Oh my god. Okay. Well, suddenly, hey, wait. Actually, you know who this is good news for? I figured it out. This is good news for our boy Renekton. Shurima is actually nuts at Overwhelm all of a sudden. Like, Renekton, for any of you doubters out there who is like, yeah, Shurima's probably not going to have Overwhelm cards, Renekton is in it, dude. Look at that. That's so good. Because suddenly, like, with that card, Shurima can actually just be built at exactly this speed with this condition. And then Renekton just pops. This is on turn 4. That one's on turn 5, too. This is such a buff to Renekton. This is so good for Renekton. Oh my god. Xenotype? You can use this with Xenotype. Sorry, I have to scroll down a lot. Where's Xenotype? I think I missed it. yeah, Xenotype. When I'm summoned, grant 3 random allies in your deck +3/+3. I mean, obviously, that's kind of like a high roll. But it's sort of similar to like an Omen Hawk in Overwhelm decks. Kind of. I don't know if it's better. Okay, it might be a little worse. But it's like an Omen Hawk in Overwhelm decks. And sometimes it just wins you the game randomly. Dude, imagine like a Battle Fury on this. Imagine you're playing an Overwhelm deck. You're just using like Freljord Shurima, and you just like Battle Fury Ruin Runner. That's so ridiculous. That's so insane. This is you guys have been asking, like, because we've been talking every day. It's all like, oh guys, what's the best champion? Is Jarvan the best champion? Is it Lysandra? No, it's fucking Ruin Runner. This is the best champion. Oh my god. And this is also, I mean, it is good news for Sivir as well, of course, because it's a unit with like 5 or more attack that's just very good. That's just very good. Oh my god. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. It's alright. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Renekton, Sejuani, Overwhelm. Yeah, Sejuani works really well with Renekton too. Sejuani works really well with Renekton because she can give vulnerable and then he can challenge into that. Yeah, I think it might just be Shurima, Freljord, Overwhelm. I don't, like, we'd have to look if Shurima has enough tools for that to be better than Noxus. But it's gonna be very close. Overwhelm without decisive seems odd. No, I don't mind it. Okay, so the thing is, I'm currently, depending on the deck, you're either running, most decks right now are either on 2 decisive, 2 Battle Fury, or 3 Battle Fury, 1 decisive, which I actually personally prefer. And the thing is, if you're running Ruin Runner, then the 3 Battle Furies are a lot more stable. And then, like, the 1 decisive you're cutting is totally fine. It depends if Shurima has other tools for Overwhelm. Like, they do need some, like, a couple more. But the thing to understand, something that's really, really important to understand, guys, like, this is the biggest thing. This is so big for Overwhelm decks. Because I've been playing a lot of Overwhelm decks. Okay, I haven't played Runeterra a lot in the last month. But when I do play Runeterra, I play Overwhelm decks. And I've been playing Overwhelm decks for a while. And the thing that Overwhelm decks are missing so much... The things that Overwhelm decks are missing so much are, generally speaking, good 4-drops and good 5-drops. That's like, they've got a sick curve, and they've got stuff like Alpha Wildsclaw or Darius, depending on which second color you're in. And they can open attack with Battle Fury or Decisive, but they really miss out on 4s and 5s. And Renekton is like the perfect 4. And Ruin Runner is like the perfect 5. That's the biggest deal about this card. That it's just like, it fills the missing gap in that deck. Shaped Stone? Which one's Shaped Stone? Oh, is that the cantrip one? Shaped Stone. Oh. Oh. That could be it. We'd have to find a landmark. I don't know if Overwhelm decks could fit the landmark in. But if they can, that's nuts. If they can, Shaped Stone is popping. Shaped Stone is nuts in Overwhelm. Stonehopper? That's the unit, right? Rockhopper. Yeah, Rockhopper. That's what you mean. Yes. Yeah, because this does the landmark, and that counts for Shaped Stone. And this also works for Vulnerable for Renekton. I think that could be it. Rockhopper, Shaped Stone. I think there's a Shurima Overwhelm deck. I like this. I like this a lot. This looks hot, guys. This looks hot. So, going back to these cards, honestly, I know it's kind of funny. Today, it was supposed to be like Sivir's day, and I'm just like talking about Renekton and Overwhelm. But God, this last card is crazy. So, to go back quickly, Inner Sanctum and Payday look actually pretty cool. I think these lucky finds are actually pretty cute. There's a couple of things you can do with these. I might find a way, like, if I'm running Fiora, Shurima, or something like that, I might find a way to try to, like, get in this for, like, Spell Shield or, like, Tough Optional or something like that. Sivir herself, she's got a pretty good body at a 5-3 with Quick Attack Spell Shield. That's not bad. For 4 mana, she's gonna need to be, like, Connecting Phase, so she puts pretty good pressure. I'm not sure exactly how hard she will be to level up. I'm not 100% sure. 35 plus damage. If your deck is running a lot of 5-attack units, that will happen pretty fast, especially if you're, like, blocking as well. Because, like, your unit will deal, like, 5 on the attack turn, and then if your opponent even wants to attack in 2, your blocking will get that level trigger. Right? So that's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know about this, like, this whole reputation thing. Seems kind of tricky to fulfill unless you build your deck all around it. Right, so you have to be pretty all in on, like, this 5-attack stat line. Which, what other cards can we combine this with? I haven't seen a lot in Shurima that has, like, 5-attack. Jarvan, but I don't. No, Demacia wouldn't be amazing for that. Bakai. Noxus, yeah. You just combine it like with the Noxus package that we already have. With, like, the Assessor package and stuff like that as a replacement to, like, the Ash side of that equation, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, we'll have to build that out and see. I have no idea how good that will be. But Sivir's cool. I do like this idea of attacking allies have my keywords. There's a really cool dynamic going on there. And, of course, we've got some of these spells. At slow speed, these expensive spells, generally speaking, slow expensive spells end up being, like, a little bit clunkier or a little bit more awkward. Ricochet will be interesting if you can get it under reputation. Like, when that's 3 damage and it can start, like, pinging things and, like, owning the board, that actually could be kind of adorable. I just don't know how fast we can get Reputation. There might be missing cards that can get us to Reputation faster. I'm thinking like it's so weird that these are minus mana, because in my head 4 times, like, okay, you're running Triferian Glory Seeker, that's gonna be a 5 strike. You can run a Concerted Strike. Concerted Strike is crazy with this, actually. Concerted Strike is crazy with this. 2 allies strike it, but you have to pick an enemy with 6 or more health. It's interesting. So I don't know exactly how reliable Reputation is going to be. Garen, yeah, you can run it in Demacia with Garen decks. It's actually very possible. You don't have to be a Noxus. You don't have to be a Noxus. Okay, so yeah, that's the cards today. Looks pretty cool, guys. Looks pretty cool. Hyperpog for Ruin Runner. That one looks terrifying, if anything. And yeah, we'll have to, like, let me know if you guys have other ways of using Sivir. What am I missing here?